Welcome to This Explainer. Today, we are diving into one of the most exciting shifts in AI right now. How we take a brilliant AI brain, a large language model, and give it the hands it needs to actually do things out there in the digital world.
So first things first, let's get our terms straight. A chatbot, it's passive. You talk to it, it talks back. It's a pretty simple conversational loop, totally self-contained. An AI agent, though, well, that's a whole different beast. It's active. It's built from the ground up to be action-oriented, designed to interface with the world and actually get stuff done.
And this quote right here, it just nails it. The single biggest difference, the thing that unlocks all this amazing potential, is giving the agent tools. Seriously, tools are what transform a simple conversationalist into a real doer.
Okay, so let's start with the basic problem. At its core, one of these powerful large language models is kind of like a brain in a box. It can reason, it can plan, it can generate incredible language, but it's completely isolated. It can't click a button, send an email, or pull data from a database all by itself. So, this is the crucial question, right? How do we connect this incredibly powerful brain to the outside world? How do we give it the hands it needs to actually perform tasks, work with data, and execute the plans it comes up with?
Well, the first and most fundamental tool in the agent's toolkit is the API. That's the Application Programming Interface. You can think of APIs as the universal language that lets all different kinds of software talk to each other. This is really how the agent starts to connect to everything else. And it communicates through a process called function calling. And this is just amazing. The agent basically acts as a translator. You give it a command in plain, everyday English, and it converts that request into a perfectly structured, machine-readable format called JSON that the other software's API can understand and act on with zero confusion.
Now, this is where it gets really powerful. Agents can chain these API calls together to handle some pretty complex tasks. A seemingly simple request like, hey, create a support ticket for me, isn't just one action. The agent knows, okay, first I need to find the user's ID, then I have to grab their account details, and only then can I use all that info to finally create the ticket. It builds that entire multi-step plan on the fly.
All right, let's move on to the next tool in the box, writing and running code. This is for all those tasks where you need absolute non-negotiable precision. I'm talking about math, data analysis, financial calculations, stuff where close enough just doesn't work.
So, to avoid those infamous AI hallucinations, the agent doesn't just guess the answer to a complex math problem. Instead, it literally writes its own little Python script or a SQL query, runs it in a safe, isolated environment, and then gives you the computationally verified result. The answer is grounded in actual math, not just language patterns.
But what happens when things go wrong? Just like any human developer, the agent might write code that has a bug or hits some kind of error. Does it just give up? No way. Instead, it shows off its problem-solving skills by jumping into this iterative debug loop. It runs the code, reads the error message to figure out what went wrong, rewrites its own code to fix the problem, and then tries to run it again. It just keeps trying until it works, pretty much like a real programmer would.
But APIs don't cover everything, right? For all those huge parts of the internet that don't have a nice, clean API to talk to, the agent needs another tool. A web browser. It needs to be able to see and interact with websites just like you and I do.
Now, the old way of doing this was pretty clumsy. It relied on reading a website's underlying code, which meant it would break every single time a developer made a tiny change. The modern approach, something called visual grounding, is a total game changer. The agent takes a screenshot and uses computer vision to find buttons and forms based on how they look, not what their code says. It reads the screen like a human, which makes it way more robust and adaptable.
Okay, so giving an AI this much power to act for us is incredible, but it also brings up a really important question. How do we make sure it's safe? This is where guardrails come into play, making sure every single action is authorized and secure. And this isn't just random. It's all built on proven industry-standard ideas. Things like OAuth 2.0, which lets the agent act for you without ever seeing your password. Or the principle of least privilege, which means it only ever asks for the bare minimum permissions it needs for a task. And identity propagation makes sure the agent is operating with your specific permissions, not some all-powerful God mode account.
But what about those truly irreversible actions? I'm talking about things like deleting a critical database
or sending an email to thousands of customers, or moving a large amount of money. For those situations, the system has a built-in emergency brake.
The agent gets the action all ready to go, but then it just pauses. It stops everything and waits for what's called a human in the loop. A real person has to review what it's about to do and give explicit, conscious approval before the agent is allowed to proceed. It's the ultimate safety net.
So, let's put this all together. We've seen the tools, APIs, code, browsers. We've seen the safety guardrails. Now let's look at the complete action-oriented loop that really defines what a true agent is.
This is the engine of an agent. It starts by understanding what you want. Then it picks the right tool for that specific job. It executes an action, and, this is key, it observes the result. It takes that new information, adapts its plan, and repeats the whole loop until the goal is achieved. This continuous cycle of acting, observing, and adapting is what makes it so incredibly powerful.
And all this leaves us with one final, really fascinating question. Now that we've given AI a brain to reason, hands to act through all these tools, and guardrails to keep it safe, what are the next great challenges these agents are going to solve for us? The possibilities are really just starting to unfold.